Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most awesome videos. In front of us we have the Radio Shack 12-456. It's an AM, FM, TV, air, VHF, and weather band portable radio. I purchased this radio for a total of $15 off eBay, and here it is. It didn't come with a box, kind of beat up, but it was pretty cool looking. I saw the multi-band feature. I thought it'd be fun to review, so I picked it up. Let's go over dimensions. So we're 7 3/4 inches across. We're 4.5 inches high. We have a case depth of 1 3/4 of an inch. For size comparison, I can bring out the Skywave. Set him on there to give you an idea. Currently 4:41 p.m. Central Standard Time. Near Chicago, Illinois, so we do a band scan to get an idea. So yeah, it's a bigger radio. Alright, let's go see. Got the cards here. Iron Man. There you are. Give you an idea for size. And I think that's about what I have laying around here. Alright, cool. So you have an idea for size. Let's go over features. So features of this radio. Left-hand side, it looks like there was a carrying strap there. I don't know what happened to it. If somebody broke off or took it out. I don't know what. I think this might have been opened at one time. But there's no like spot to hook up anything there. So no hand strap, darn it. Here we have an earphone jack. I did not test it. Older radios I tend not to. DC in of 6 volts, which is pretty handy. There you go, polarity. From the radio, we have Radio Shack, AM, FM, TV1, TV2, air, VHF, and weather band. Here we have a plastic speaker grill. Behind there is a 3-inch speaker with very good tonal quality. It does sound very good. I'm very impressed with the sound quality of that speaker. Here's our dial. Look at the bands. We have the AM dial, 530 to 1700. FM is 88 to 108. If you notice, the TV band is 2 to 6. They kind of carry over. I'll show you that on the switch. We have TV2, excuse me, is 7 to 13. We won't hear anything there, but we try it if you want. Airband, we have 108 to 135 megahertz. We have VHF, which is 145 to 175. And then we have our weather band right there. So pretty basic. Down below here, we have the band select. So we have AM, FM, TV1, TV2 in the middle, airband, and then VHF weather band. Power LED indicator. It's nice. I like having that. You turn the volume down and you have your radio on and your batteries die. So it's nice to see at a glance, oh, look, that radio's on. Right-hand side, we have the tuning knob. It's a small little guy. It works. It's sufficient. We have the on-off volume control here. Pretty simple. Top of the radio, we have the antenna, which measures 20 inches when fully extended. It does pivot, but it's limited here and here for travel. As you can see, it can only go so much a certain direction. So gives you an idea for that. Locks into place nicely. All right, the back of the radio, we have Radio Shack, the model number 12456. Love that. There's the frequency ranges again if you wanted to see those. DC takes that external 6 volt and also takes 4 AA batteries, which I have in there now. And they're in here and they're double stacked, so you got 2 on the bottom, 2 on top. I kind of hate that configuration, but that's how they have it. The bottom is flat, so you can stand this radio up if you like. So it does sit up nicely. Very handy. I like that. Very cool. So let's go ahead and turn this on, and we'll do an audio test, and then we'll go through the bands to see what we can pick up today. We can turn this on here. Let's see what I can tune in. Radio Todderbert. Oh wait, I turned off the... There we go. Run this for a few minutes. we go. We got a taste for the sound. It sounds really good on my end. I hope that came through on the microphone. Let me go ahead and turn off this stuff here. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about FM reception. I usually do that before the audio test, but let's go and talk about it after. FM reception, FM sensitivity on this radio is good. I got up to 50 stations, and it was actually a challenge because if you look on the dial there, 88 to 96 is jammed. And I found probably like, I don't know, I'd say a good dozen and a half stations in that area, and that took a while. But the cool thing was the selectivity, I would say, is okay to good or good. So I'd give this, I'm going to give this a 3-star rating on the selectivity because it was able to pull a lot of FM stations out of there on an analog radio. I was very impressed with the FM selectivity of this radio. So I got the 50 stations, and they all came in pretty nice and clear too. So very, very impressed with that. I mean, for a very inexpensive radio, I didn't expect that kind of performance out of it. So it definitely blew me away with that. So if you're right there, if you just want an FM radio, this thing is just amazing. I'm looking at this radio, and I'm looking at it like a kind of an emergency radio in a way because you have your weather band, you have 2-meter access, you have your AM and FM, you also have air, which I don't know if you get a lot on air in an emergency, but having the 2-meter is really cool. I was listening to my hand today, a couple repeater towers I was able to pick up. So very cool stuff. Let's go ahead and we're going to tune in some stations. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go to the air band. We're going to go see if we can hear any pilots. So we're all the way over to VHF. We'll go back to air. You can see how this clicks over. It looks like we're on air. Yep. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hook up, because to extend this is kind of a pain. I'm just going to hook up my little wire that's in the window. It's not outside. It's just strung up in the blinds. You know, pretty simple setup. It's my Texan 380 wire. I think it's like a 15-foot wire. I'll just clip that antenna. We'll see what we can pick up on the air band. So let's go ahead and go to the bottom there. I have to really jack up the volume for the air band though. So we'll see what we can hear. Oh, picking up stations on the bottom in there. Let me get past those. Okay, here we go. And I got it going pretty high here, so. See if anything picks up here. If not, we'll go right to VHF. There's something there. A little transmission. So I can get this wire up a little higher here. Go. If it helps us at all. But yeah, earlier today I was able to get about 3 or 4 frequencies. I think we're getting transmissions there. It's just really quiet. My volume's all the way up. There we go. We got a few transmissions. Nothing super loud. You kind of have to spend your time going slow with it, but it does work, which is cool, which I was surprised again for $15.
We're out of 10,800 for 7,000.
Here we go. We're on station now. Good. Just gonna hold this up towards the microphone.
27 right, but we do like 28 center. They're wing 425. Well, it was worth a try.
Okay. Exciting. Not as good as some of the radios I own, like Skywave. It's a little bad boy. But it's still workable. Yeah. For cheap. Okay, so you got an idea that works. Let's go to the 2 meter, see if there's anybody talking. Not sure. I think I picked up some of the air band there.
wife said she counted 7 of the buggers the other day. Now's the time to get them. But they'll have new ones come about February or March. The routine starts all over again, you know. Back to you there, Terry.
I think Mike's still there. We'll toss it over to him, but yeah, good deal on bird feeders. I don't know, is it my turn?
Okay, I'll take it here then, Terry and guys, and now I'm going to take off here. Yeah, so the antenna's all, well, when you work on end-fed wire there, and it's a long wire, and you're working on 6 meters, you're going to get an awful lot of lobes, major lobes, minor lobes, and it works in some real good in some locations and not so good in others. Things really cleared up a bit when I put that 6-meter halo up there because it's a dedicated antenna, let's face it. So, anyways, with that, we'll say 73s. And one of these days, I got to build a bail on it. My end-fed wire I'm going to build is going to be like 124 feet long. I think that's what it is. I'm going to take my 43-foot one. I'm going to triple it, make it 3 times longer. That's 124 feet, and try it from there. I'm just going to build a 9-to-1 Unan to feed it with. So Terry, go ahead or Richard, over to you, and you and Terry take care, and I'll catch you guys later. Have a good evening. NQ9R with AC9RW. KC9Q will be clear. 7-3, guys.
7-3, Mike.
This is NQ9R. 73, Mike. Nice chat. Yeah, get you in-fed up there. You'll like it. And outside of the fact that having to tune every time you change bands.
So pretty cool. That's a 2-meter repeater nearby, which is nice. So if it was an emergency situation, you could tune in a 2-meter band with this radio. As you heard, it's coming in clear. Those guys are on mobile, but using the repeater. Just need to tune it in. I love it. So let's go to my weather band. So let's go through here and pick that up.
Tuesday through Wednesday, partly cloudy. Highs in the mid-30s. Lows 16 to 20 in the suburbs, but in the lower 20s downtown. Wednesday night and Thursday, partly cloudy. Lows in the upper 20s. Highs in the lower 40s. The Chicago O'Hare climate summary for this evening.
So it's pretty basic there. There's pretty much nothing else past that. There is a police department right around here. Active usually during the day and early evening hours.
Also got the service manual for this thing.
Back to that repeater. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and go to the AM band, see what this thing can do during the day. I'm going to disconnect this, put this back down. We'll go scroll through this is dusk, so we're right at the evening hours here. It's 5 p.m. Central Standard Time near Chicago, Illinois. And we'll see what we can pick up with the AM band. We might hear some local and long distance stations, which is nice. So go to AM. I haven't really tested the AM too much, so we'll see what happens. I got my transformers off? Yes. Okay.
They get the answers. There's so many questions about so many things. Specialists in employee benefits.
So I'm hearing some music on 530, and I think that's CIAO Brampton, Ontario.
Voluntary programs again.
This is 540.
Synonymous with employee benefits and top-notch service.
Now it's time for your traffic report on 94.5 ESPN FM and 540 ESPN.
That's WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin.
43 southbound at State Street.
70 miles away. Nice.
Waves now starting to build up all the way.
It's 5 o'clock on WIND Chicago's AM 560, The Answer. I'm Joe Walsh. Time for the news with Tom Beck.
Trying to find the motive. Good afternoon. It's 38 degrees in Chicago at 5 o'clock.
AM 560.
is Country 92.9 FM, 6:30 a.m. in Chatham-Kent, a Blackburn radio crew station.
We might get some rain overnight. Right now it's 4 Celsius. I'm Natalia Vega. Rodney Stafford, the father of 8-year-old Tori Stafford, says one of his daughter's killers has been transferred from an indigenous healing lodge back to prison.
I think I might have heard that right. Chatham, Ontario. CFCO. 310 miles, 6,000 watt tower.
News of her transfer back to a conventional prison comes just
I'll have to listen to that, see if that's correct. Cool. Nice getting call letters.
Muchas frases que suelen repetirse.
So this is 640 WMFN, Petone, Illinois, 75 miles away.
La difícil situación por la que atraviesa.
Durango retailer near you. And remember to like and follow Durango Boots on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Durango, it's not just a boot, it's an attitude.
You don't see the heart disease.
WSM, Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles. Okay, the bands are live.
Rate-Shield approval only valid on certain 30-year fixed-rate loans. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. License in all 50 states.
670, the score, WSCR.
Broadcasting live from the Hyundai Studios. This is where Chicago goes to talk about the first-place Bears. The #1 and most listened-to sports station. Sports Radio 670 The Score. On radio...
Mercedes-Benz Leaf Suit. Lease the Metro.
Maybe 690. I'll check with my scout.
For 60 months at 0.9%. Book your 24-hour test drive at Mercedes-Benz Leaf Suit. Ashura Boulevard, Greenfield Park.
Tonight on CTV.
I'm Sumi Takahashi. More layoffs at Bombardier. 5,000 jobs will be cut, half of them here in Quebec. And the mayor unveils Montreal's new budget. But is it really a break from the past?
In a BMW with so many roads...
So there you go. Montreal, Quebec, 763 miles. This is CKGM. They just said it. Awesome.
From November 7th to 10th, take advantage of the BMW pre-owned crossing.
Brain cancer. People from across the globe sent a young boy Christmas
WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
Last month. Libby Cunningham.
Prove that you can do the same job a man can do, and sometimes you do it better, but they still don't think so.
Kotke joined in the...
WGN, Chicago, Illinois, 720.
Job skills that allowed me to get a job as a civilian air traffic controller.
Urbanik did as well.
Conservatives will take action to make it easier for police to target gang members
I think this is
and put them behind bars
760.
where they belong.
The Tories' 5 proposals
Oh,
for
740.
cracking down on gangs are ending automatic bail for gang members,
So Zoomer Radio,
gangs in the criminal
CFZM, Toronto, Ontario,
parole for
460 miles.
tougher sentences for ordering gang crime, new sentences for violent gang crime. 6:04, weather coming up.
It's a party. It's a concert. It's the Choir of Man live. January 23rd to 27th at Niagara Fallsview Casino.
Companies hoping to snag displaced Toys R Us shoppers before Wall Value and Target get to them. It's mailed out glossy catalogs featuring 70 pages of bright, smiling kids in PJs playing with Barbies, board games, and PlayStations. Shoppers will be able to scan QR codes on the pages and drop their items right into online shopping carts. Digital versions of the Holiday of Play.
760 isn't coming in. That's 780.
The U.S. owners of about 400,000 Subarus will be getting recall notices. 2 problems, both of which can cause the vehicles to stall. Involved 229,000.
Good little AM tuner.
Lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your
I think this is 820 WCPT.
Now take the next. Visit savebythescan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your
Turkey.org and stay away from hungry grizzly bears.
Cardinals and Nichols, the Colonels in town to visit Louisville in their home opener here at the KFC Yum Center. It'll be interesting to see what kind of crowd we do get tonight,
So
Bob. I think people are excited for this new coaching staff and about the season ahead. And frankly, they want to cheer about something because the football season hasn't been the most enjoyable.
WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky, 8:40 a.m.
God bless you. You are the pros pro. I mean, the last game I'm listening to.
Up 300 miles.
I mean, I'm sorry, but.
Kiwi, Denver, not happening. CJBC, Toronto, Ontario, 8:60 a.m.
Trying to make good investment decisions. You to make a rash decision.
So all these stations are coming up. That's what's happening. Cool.
Emotions and learn the simple steps you can take
890
to help
WLS.
you manage your.
I'm just going to kind of cruise up the dial now.
On a Friday Eve, SB Nation Radio's The Street Eve, back to grade with you. 877-729-07, Squeeze Switchboard Hotline. Jose Partito on the side of the glass, on the 1s, 2s, and 3s.
And, you know, get a group together that is focused on preserving the wetlands.
But I also would suggest careers are short. Running backs are not valued the way they once were. And I just wonder how...
1,000 WMVP, Chicago.
Company of America.
Are you 100% comfortable with 100% of your portfolio? Hello, I'm Paul Welch.
1020 KDKA Pittsburgh.
Principals of the 93
About 450 miles.
host of Family Financial Focus, heard here on WBZ, Saturdays at 6
Oh,
p.m.
WBZ. I didn't expect it to be this clear.
Are you ready for retirement? Do you have a dedicated
Boston,
advisor who
Massachusetts,
understands
880 miles.
We at 93
10:30
Financial
a.m.
believe you need a plan for retirement income, along with
Very
growth
nice.
to keep up with inflation
Verify.
and solid professional advice from a team that will consistently monitor your accounts and understand your objectives.
We are that team, whether you're planning on retiring next year or in 10
Nice.
years.
For
Verified.
401k rollover planning, IRA, and portfolio assets.
Attract more customers, save more money. Staples with the most frequent traffic.
1040. WHO. I heard him say Des Moines, which is 280 miles.
Building Capital One Cafe.
Great little radio. Loving this. Dear today, I did have this going. That's right. I was getting my Sycamore station, the squirrel. As you guys know, if you guys watch my band scans, you know about the squirrel.
Reputable air conditioning companies. That's smartstlouis.com. Companies you can trust.
Ever notice some jewelry stores feel like a drive-through?
Welcome to Cookie Cutter Jewelry, man. Take your
Very clear. I think this is 1120.
Hey, could I get it with a larger center diamond?
Very nice.
It's a Corey setting? Maybe with a halo.
KMOX, St. Louis, Missouri.
We don't have so many choices. We don't even carry it to Corey. We're really more into mass production, so what'll it be?
Okay,
About 275 miles.
regular number 3.
Would you like to add a limited...
World, and we all have to be so careful, and you just never know when these maniacs are next to you, which raises a lot of the issues.
1140. WRVA.
I want to start in the state of Florida because it looks like the typical
Richmond, Virginia, 665 miles.
tactics of whatever it takes to win.
He was combating demons in typical levels. That's what I see.
Twelve 1200. It's a local Hispanic station.
State in a calculated attempt to change the results and try and steal races for Senate and Agriculture Commissioner. Florida law requires counties report early voting.
I think this is a squirrel.
30 minutes after polls close. Rubio wrote on Twitter, 43 hours after polls closed,
SQR.
are still counting and refusing to disclose how many ballots they have left to count.
The dial's pretty accurate on this radio too with the AM and FM. I noticed. Kind of zip it up here.
Whatever. You know, you can leave all the money to her. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me. You're not required by.
Be careful to leave it.
Staff, students, and alumni can earn up to $6,000 just for...
What I've referred to, learning how to prepare for our death.
That's pretty morbid. 1610 CHHA, Toronto, Ontario. Goes all the way up here to the top. It's pretty quiet though. Okay, gives you an idea what this radio can do. Boom. Okay, let's do final thoughts on the Radio Shack 12-456 multi-band. I got a pretty sweet deal, $15. This thing is really a cool, I would say, emergency radio. Let's keep some AA's on hand. Something happens, you lose power, and if you have enough batteries, you can listen to everything you need to. I mean, it's AM, FM. I mean, the big one is the VHF, with the 2-meter hearing the ham activity, local, weather spotters, be able to pick them all up, which I think is great. Plus your weather band, of course. But just a really good radio. The speaker tonal quality sounds really good on this radio. You really enjoy it. I actually really like the sound of the speaker. It's amazing. Selectivity is very good. I'm going to say on the AM, enjoyed that. And the FM, it was very, I would say good on the FM. I was easily able to tune stations in. Airband, you have to jack the volume all the way up, and Airband's Airband. I mean, it's just kind of like, it's kind of boring, but if you like listening to planes, you'll be able to with this radio, which is nice. So yeah, everything about it, I like it. It gets a recommended buy if you see this thing for like $20 or so. I don't know if I got a deal for 15, but I think I did, because it just does a lot very well for its size too. It reminds me of the size of the 405, the Sanjin, for size-wise. It's just right, doesn't feel too heavy in the hand, so it's somewhat portable. It's not too big, but not too small, so you have good sound quality. Yeah, rocks. So if you enjoyed the presentation of the Radio Shack 12-456, please give me a big like. I appreciate it. 2, if you love Radio Shack relics like this one, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon. Check out the playlist. I got a Radio Shack playlist of all these different Radio Shack radios. I'm a big collector, big fan. I love them. This is a really cool gem. I like this guy. This is a really cool radio. Go pick one up if you can find one. You'll love it too. Just awesome to have all that capability right here without being oversized and not digital, being analog. I love it. I'm an analog lover. I still like analog. Just something about it. It lasts and lasts. 3, definitely comment below what you think about this particular radio. Do you own it? Do you have something like it? Do you like it? If you have another model number that you want me to check out, put it down there and let me know. Definitely always looking. 4, check out Patreon. Click the little P that pops up here. Support the channel if you'd like. Awesome stuff over there. Go ahead, be surprised. It's a good time. And of course, check out my website, radiowaves.Todderbert.com. Yeah, where I review the new radios. Put up the little Amazon links. Makes it all easy, all in one place for you guys. If you're looking for new radios, shop there. Click the icon. Watch the review if you love the radio. Click the icon. Takes you to Amazon. Very cool setup. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you watching. Take care and goodbye.